Howdy, howdy, folks. John 4X7 Good here. All right, so I made a mistake. I did a little bit of crafting and stuff on my realm while I was off camera, but you know what? It's all good. I'll show you what I did, and then we'll get going. That's not what I wanted. Let's see. Oh, Mr. Thor is right in front of the camera, huh? Let's see. Let me come over, say hi. Alrighty, so we'll show you what I did, and we'll get back to doing what I do. Alrighty, so we'll show you what I did. So what I did was made the kelp farm self-sustaining. I got a lot of coal in there right now, but that should be enough to start getting things filled in. We'll see if I actually get behind with it or not. But ideally, the whole point is that my minecart hopper starts dropping coal. But yeah. Through, grabs it, dumps it off to the rest. So that's that part of the super smelter. Now this is going at full bore by now. Okay. You just saw him head down. That will go around. Comes over here. And dumps it into that, which goes into this box, which hoppers it into the smoker behind here. Barely see it, but yeah, there you go. That's how that works. So yeah, it's going well. At some point, I did see how to make a fairly decent right word, comparator fill, which we'll do to bring yeah, the box here, which to bring the stone that's being made into something like that. And these are here just so I can use those experience grabs. Matter of fact, I probably put some off this guy. You can see this one's already just running kelp. You want them over? Oh yeah, I can't do it. I go around this way. And now I am going to run that track out and come up here, and I am going to put up another one here, another kelp farm here, but it's going to take longer. Let's work on it. Pull. Then I want this. out. I'm not getting killed down here. I should be getting killed. Oh, yeah, he's gonna kill last. I want it set up to where this is the last of my. That might have ended up. I don't feel like that helps filling in though. Comparators working. Uh-oh. Not getting down there. Why not? Smoker. That's why. Cold room. Perfect. Pull out and grab the build. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. I can. It allows me to get to the bottom half of that if I need to. Want. Ideally, what this should do is drag all the pull down first, and then the kelp will start filling in the back end, and then all the coal will finish dragging down. And then once the coal's finished doing it, helps you come in. But anyhow, you see, it's going. Glad I checked that. What happened? Always one fucking brick that doesn't go. Anyhow, we're gonna go back to mining. That should be on me. Not a bad spot. Just... Much. Really, yeah. About as good as it's gonna get. Yeah. That works. Alright, that's fine. I may start pulling the game off camera, but if I do that, from now on, I won't be doing any crafting or such. That right area, I just got... Oh, there it is. was I at? That's fine. Pull them out. need a pickaxe. I did a lot of work too, so. Probably. Neither. Okay, I forgot the gravel. This sucks. I mean, this one. Yeah. Fortunately, I have to wait up. Hey Google, set a 15-minute timer. I think. Does not feel right, but it's fine. So how many? Okay. far the right distance away. It's just... Just need to go up a little. Okay. Actually, that's about right there. Excellent. Okay. Okay, I'm good with that. Everything else set back up since I knocked it all down. Should be fine there. Okay. This actually just needs to slide in. That's actually really good. I like that. This needs to come back this way a little bit more. You come here. Okay. Okay. This need to slide in. Pretty close to where it was before, but not nearly as bad. Honestly, you can go down just a hair now that I got that, but okay. Now, you can this way just a little bit. But just a little bit. I think we're good now. Leave you pretty high up. Otherwise, that's fine. Otherwise, it's in the camera. Just below it. Monitor. Top of your monitor should be. Not going to get much lower than that. That's. Oh, we can't. Hold on. Gotta be careful. Not the. name. So it needs to be the one. That is good right there. Back. Getting it all set. It's not the problem. No. Okay, that's not horrible. I do like it. I'm feeling better about where things are sitting. It does make the camera easier for me to point, look right at you guys. It's all set up. It does need to come over a little more this way, so it does look like I'm looking at you when I'm talking to you. That needs to come here. This light needs to come here. Camera's good. Okay, we're gonna try to get back at this. Leave that. least a slight. It's slightly. Yep, definitely. Every time I do something, cameras get all messed up. Just lighting gets messed up. Center screen. See, now when I'm looking at the camera, I do look like I'm looking at you guys better than looking up to you. There. These ones need building. That one doesn't. To be honest. That's perfect for there too. Hey Google, set a 15-minute timer. Copper. Copper, this one. Honestly, that's just. is. Dirt. fucker. You're nowhere near me. Isn't anybody here? Hey, I didn't see you pop in there. Mama Brotherson, 6354. Welcome, welcome. Blue. Before I go healing my equipment. Emma Brothers. Things up just a think. I'm back. Yeah, it's gonna be this way. Alright. That allows. Lean back, go here, talk to you folks. Keeps my for now. So what I need now, let's see. Right now. That's it. Out of this one, I need. Get back. Copper and iron. Gold. Must be out of gold. Oh, don't me. Hey, Trench 7, how you doing? Alrighty, next, cobblestone. I'm doing good. Just working on my big ass pyramid here. Got my almost fully brick making system. I'm not making the cobblestone to go in it because the cobblestone is being mined up, and I don't have it making the bricks yet because I just don't have the materials to make all the comparators and crafters and shit to do that. Otherwise, doing all right. So I got a kelp farming behind that wall there, and it is self-sustaining. So the dried kelp turns into dried kelp blocks, which is turned into fuel, which is going up with that mine cart that's going to go up here soon, around to refill the furnace. And that same mine cart's filling up my stone crafting right down there. You just saw him go by. Yeah, that ka-chunk means that some more kelp just got harvested. So we're doing good there. I plan on doubling up the kelp farm over here, making another one. But again, I just need some more iron and stuff. I don't need to do an iron farm. Again, the mining of for my big ass pyramid is doing enough. Here in a second, I need to head to my experience down and dirty experience to mend my equipment. And we can kind of see the rest of it here. You can see it comes up here, drops the kelp into there. Kelp should go into that thing, goes through this hopper and into the smoker, which is right there. And I do have an opening on the bottom of there so we can get a better look. So yeah, this is the smoker. It's popped, or the hopper from the smoker. The smoker is smoking all the kelp. The kelp gets sorted into here. This is the dried kelp that goes to feed the smoker. Smoker's got coal right now. I needed something to start it up, and so I used the blocks of coal I had at the time. The dried kelp goes into the crafter here, which as soon as another piece gets done, it gets crafted into. Be any time now. I used NXZT to build it. I could build my own computer, but I priced it out, and it ended up being that the prices ended up being more because they had a sale going on at the time. I got a GeForce RTX 3080 Ti. Hit it. I'd say 32 gigs of RAM. 2 terabyte hard drive. I also have pretty decent internet speeds. I'd show you the... Well, I don't want it to because it'll drop the bricks down into it. I got my... there you go. You can see parts of the kelp farm here. Those are observers at the top. Once the kelp grows up to that height, it shunts them down. Kind of see pieces of it there. If I'm not careful, though, I can drop something in there, and it'll clog up the whole system. Then I got to figure out where it gets caught at. Yeah, I have a 5... No, that's the water. I'll try to... I'll show it from the other side. So there you go. See the observers there. Kelp grows up. Those are pistons down there, and it's redstone. I used a guide to build this farm. You can see this guy's getting ready to go up. Once those guys go up one more, the observer will see it and it'll chunk them off. That whole row will get chunked off. My internet speeds 5 gig up, 5 gig down. Fiber optic. I got in on a good deal on it, so it's not horribly expensive. And we'll go all the way to the top of the pyramid. As you can see, each one of these is going to be a floor for the pyramid. It's going all the way down to bedrock from the highest point you can build. The footprint's going to be at the 400 X's plus and minus and the 400 Z's plus and minus. That's the full footprint. It's not going to go quite that far out, but that's how much I'm going to mine out. Currently, I'm working on just kind of stair-stepping down as far as the mining goes, as the clear cutting goes. Get a good view of it from right here. But that's not all I've done. You see that? That's like a stringer to one of them, and you can look up here, and that's the bottom floor from the top so far. Those stringers are out at every level, so that way if I'm deciding to do something out, fine. No pipes, just I call them stringers. Yeah, just to tell me where I'm at. You can kind of see I did some building out there, and I needed to know where the end of the pyramid would, so I brought myself from the top down there. Yeah. Need to drop my dirt off. I didn't get all my cobblestone done. That's... to be able to see the next thing from here. Sure, go ahead. My RAM. Hold on. I want to say 32 gigs. I might have done 64. Give me a second here. Oh no, I got a 4 terabyte hard drive. Sorry, that's my bad. Memory due 3.52. Okay. Nice. All right. Well, I'll have to definitely check it out. Which... There it is. Oh, sorry, 64 gigs of RAM. Man, I undersold it a lot. You know, I have 64 gigs of RAM, 4 terabyte hard drive. I had a 1 terabyte hard drive, but I upgraded that too. Yeah. My wife passed away a few years ago, so as much as I want her back, she's not coming back. I took some of the her life insurance and got myself a good gaming PC. I forgot. Let's go back down with me. Feathers, so gravel. I appreciate it. It helps to talk. It's been a while, and I've got a girlfriend now, so things are going well. Now it just sucks. Obviously, sucked at the sucked at the time, and I do miss her a lot. What? Oh, crap! I need to go back. All right. As you can see, I kind of storing everything I mine too. Got the shelter boxes. Did beat the Ender Dragon to do so. To be fair, I am using some cheats. Because I am getting old and I don't like rebuilding everything I've worked on. So I went ahead and second. Especially since I lost my first pickaxe of mending due to a fall and I couldn't get back to it in time. It really annoyed me, so I appreciate it. I get the if you read it, it does say bad guy. So there we go. That should help get rid of some of the shadow there. Yeah, so I did that to pretty much restore my armor and stuff, and so I don't lose it when I die. That's a dead site. There, die right. Yeah, I'm a Transformers collector too, so. No. My original stone farm was those 2 floors. Let's see. I can never remember which freaking thing I'm putting the feathers in. It's right here. Yep. I've got a handful of original G1 toys. Not a lot. I actually only 2 right now. Optimus Prime and Megatron. I collect the Roboson ones. The fully transformable Roboson. Toys. I quit collecting the toys just so that way I could save up the money for the Robosons. The Grimlock is awesome. He's probably my favorite of the bunch, though Megatron's actually a close second. All right, we are at the very tip top of my pyramid. The highest point you can build. You can see I've done some mining down in this area too. I'll give you a quick tour. A flyby tour, so to speak. And you can see there, that's the 200s roughly, and then there's the 400s down there. So you can see that's how far out the pyramid's going to go. You can see it from way back here. Stringers. Slowly working away. Oh, yeah. This is just for fun. I want to see how long it'll take me. I've been working on... I've had this world open for about 2 years. A little over 2 years now. And been working on the pyramid itself for just a little bit less than that. Here's the mending farm. Actually. Except for a couple of choice pieces of equipment. I did do everything on my own. I did give myself the netherite armor, pickaxe, etc. So I do have the equipment to do it on my. I did get the equipment to do it on my own, and I've yet to find a base with blazes, so I can get blaze rods down in the Nether. And I've searched a lot for it. So I do give myself blaze. I give myself blaze. Well, you know, the thing is there's some things that I'm doing, some things I'm not. I'm building the base on my own. I'm not. This is survival. This is. So I'm not doing it in creative. I will end up eating up a village. I think there's a trial chamber that's. I'm going to cut myself cut half in half. I already ran into some ancient city edges areas, but not really just the mine shafts of them. But I went and beat the Ender Dragon and went to the end to get end cities to get the shulker armor or the shulker boxes and the God, I can never remember the name of it. Elytra. I know I horribly pronounced that. Not the head, but the egg. And it is a ways off. It's like 2,000, give or take, just to the where the portal is. Probably a lot easier to get to now than now that I got the wings, but still. God. Get the kelp was around the 1,000, 1,500, 1,500, roughly the same direction, but not quite. I also got blue. I had to get ice and to make blue ice. Yeah, I think there's better ones. This one can be automated a little bit, where all you have to do is throw the XP potion or the potion of infestation in there, and it'll get killed on its own. But it requires dropping a spear perfectly here, I don't know, trident perfectly, and I just don't want to have to worry about maybe losing it or whatnot. There's a I followed a guide for it. I don't know what it does, but I know you have to keep dirt because otherwise these fucking silverfish will eat away at it. There's a composter, a cactus, armadillos, and a name tagged zombie in this whole fucker. I surrounded it in stone brick on the outside, just so that way, when I'm mining through and I finally get to this point in clearing out the area, I won't accidentally pull up the dirt. So yeah, the whole farm's surrounded in a stone brick. Give you a little bit better tour too. We'll go out to the edges a little bit. Give you a better tour of the downstairs. So yeah, lava chicken farm. I think I already showed you this. Before I got the wings and such, I built in the 4 cardinal directions a blue ice boat paths to get myself out to the edges. Yeah, almost everything I do, if I've done outside of actual mining and building the pyramid, has been to make things go faster. I've been slowly breaking these buildings down since I can get down to the center a lot faster with just the wings. But you can see this will be like the base of the pyramid, and if you look up, you really can't even see the top of the pyramid from down here. And I'm going to mine out all the way to the 400s. This one is this set edge is completely all the way around the corner to the next cardinal direction, which I think is east. This one I started working. I've had to fight fucking wardens and shit already over it. But yeah, this is built all. This has been mined all the way down to bedrock along this thing. Or maybe a brick or two above bedrock. I think I didn't count my floors right, and I just after that I realized that it was way too late to make the change. Oh yeah, that's the thing that's taking the most time. I'm not worried about making a cobblestone farm because I'm gonna have plenty of cobblestone. I'm not worried about making any other farms because I'm going to have the items for it. Spawn point here. Yes, it is. I did turn keep inventory on as well. I have used it as a shortcut with that too. The kelp farm was just built just a couple sessions ago, so it's not fully functional yet, but you can see him. That's the wrong hopper. Yeah, you can see it's starting to fill up the hoppers with kelp. But I think that I'm going to need both kelp farms at some point. Keep everything going. Just show you kind of. Yeah, it's gonna be this way. It don't matter. Oh, this is. If we're up. Oh, that would be the right way. So yeah, I already been in this kind of little chamber here. You can see that it put freaking torches all over the damn place. There's some mines over there. Some stuff here. Right there is basically the tower for the base of my pyramid so far right now. I need to fill that. Doing pretty good. I don't have any issues with it so far. We're So I quit making the roof up to about this point. I try to block off as much of it as I can just to keep enemies out. But the Endermen still spawn quite a bit down here. Let's see. I've thought about it. But by the time I'm done with it, it's going to be fully lit up anyhow. And it's not like they're causing a whole lot of problem right now. That's work. Here you go, rough idea. That's how many Minecraft days have been played on this so far. This is Bedrock. Nope. I can't remember how to... I know I can pull up my FPS. I just cannot remember. Where it's at. Not working on this one. It's fine. I've got my settings set up decently high, but not full. Let's see, video. 28 chunk render distance. I mean, it's... I imagine that's pretty good since it's pretty high. Oh, hey. Get some freaking... Need more of those. I need some sticky stuff in there. There you are. Oh, give me a second here. I got slam. There they are. Like I said, I'm not like heavily versed in a lot of stuff. I know enough to be dangerous, but not enough to be good. Guess the best way to put it. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to mining. Actually, we're down here. We might go up the whole thing. And keep building up. I like tech. I am going back to school to get my degree in computer science. But I'm not. Like I said, I can build my own computer. Generally, I can usually do my own troubleshooting, but I'm not very good at it yet. A lot of my tech support ends up being, "Hey Google, hi, what goes on here?" What? Oh wait. Yeah, I still got a floor. I tried to. Ah, shit. Yeah, most of the time whenever I have any graphical glitches or anything else like that, it tends to be more network driven than PC driven, though. I notice I tend to get a lot of because this is a realm. The only people I allow on it are my boys, my sons. They're both grown and out of the house. I just find it's a lot easier for me to fill the holes in and then come back and mine them later than it is to try to figure my way around them. Right, where the hell I was going with that? Oh, I did try to keep my shit updated though. By the way, that's 4 in front of the dog bed. Posey up on the wall for the backside and Lefty on the other side. And if you're interested, you have Lefty emote. That's Lefty. He's the newest of the bunch. Not even 2 years old yet. Named Lefty because all of his markings go off to his left on his body. I want to build one for Thor and Posey too. I just haven't sat down to do so yet. Posey's gonna.
Weep grana, weep ninny-bun.
Bow weep grana, weep ninny-bun.
Well, shit. Thanks for the follow, Trench. Posey's gonna be 10 this year, and Posey and Lefty both are. Posey's a great grandchild, and Lefty's a great great grandchild of the guy in that portrait right there. Thor is a rescue. He's got a smoker's bark. My wife, the last Christmas we were together before she passed, commission did one of those places where they take a photo and turn it into an old timey photo. So yeah, it's him in like a debonair like 1800s suit. I know it's kind of hard to see. So I'll bring it down. So, and this guy, his name is Pistol. On a mod. We'll get viewers at Stream Boo Live. No, thank you. You know, I might have believed the first one, but they come through with the exact same message every time. You didn't see it because it hit the auto mod, but yeah, those scammers, whatever. Yeah, and I got all those torches down so that way I can keep mining throughout the night. Oh, I'm just old and cranky. Around here in about 25 minutes, I got an alarm set. This is gonna have me get up and actually put a treadmill down and walk while I play. Drink water. I think I missed my last one. Yeah, I try to do it every hour. I think I might have missed last hour's. If you notice just below the game screen, there's a thing that's called the walking distance challenge. I do that to help keep me motivated to keep doing it as well. It's been helping. I've noticed a difference. I haven't seen it much in the weight loss department as much as how I feel overall. There's a huge... No, but most of my meals are protein heavy. I was using Factor. I'm going to switch back over to some frozen stuff, but I'm going to keep it high protein. So I don't take any supplemental protein, but I do try to keep my meals high protein. This may not be the quickest way, but it's the smoothest way, I think. I just backfill any caverns or caves I come into to try to, so I don't have to worry about trying to mine around them. Also cuts down on the enemy spawns underneath me too. But it does increase the enemy spawns at night and whatnot. And my base, without all those torches, my base is dark enough that enemies spawn under the pyramid during the day. 5:30. We just had a daylight savings time. left. The next. Oh God. I'm expecting this one to take years. My future plans for this particular base is the second kelp farm, and I'm going to tie that mine cart into that whole system too to refeed itself there too. But to also, I've got a couple ideas saved to automate it, turning the stone into stone brick too. That's going to be using a couple more crafters, some comparators, and such, and then just having them dump it into a chest. I'll still have to move the bricks from the chest into other chests, but it saves me an extra step of making the stone into stone brick. At some point, depending when I get to the point where I got some floors that are at the right levels for it and have enough spots. Gonna do some villager trading farms, things like that. I might, depending on how far I get and if I feel like I need some other stuff, do iron farms. I want to make this pyramid to where damn near I can make damn near any farm you can think of inside the pyramid. Okay, that one doesn't go all the way down. Before I did turn cheats on for this world though, I did do the from top to bottom cheat achievement. So I got to be careful because I'm in the area where I did the shafts for those. And so if I can't see the bottom, I try not to jump down it to do this part. I do have a lava farm higher up, which was originally used to fuel my stone farm, but that one was required me to fill the buckets up and move the buckets into the hopper or the hopper chests manually, and I wanted to automate a lot of that stuff. That's why I have the kelp farm going. Because if I automate that, then there's less time spent doing that and more time spent out here mining down everything. I did actually surprisingly very well, considering in the end and taking on the dragon. I didn't die to the dragon, though there were a couple times where it was really close. And I didn't die going for the shulker shells to make the shulker boxes. Though again, I came really damn close. And I forgot about that I was on keep inventory on upon death. So I just hoofed it all the way back too, so yeah. So I was actually kind of happy with myself that I'd gotten good enough where I could take on the Ender Dragon without dying. Even if it was only once. I still want to go into the Nether and actually find a fortress so I can get my blaze rods legitly. And then once that's in place, then I pretty much do everything else legitly too. I mean, obviously I can't stop the cheats from the very beginning, but you know what? I'm happy with what I've done, and I'm okay with that. Future goals is depending on... And I don't play Minecraft all the time. I do get bored with it for a bit, so I usually end up taking a break playing other games and coming back to this. This actually ends up... I only started playing it a couple of years ago, but it ends up being my default game. When I can't think of anything else to play, I come back to this, and then I end up staying stuck in it for a while. Which is fine. But future goals, you know, assuming I'm not dead by then, I do want to do this fully legitly in a hardcore world. No cheats. But there's a lot. I've got to get a lot better at stuff. But I would definitely, if I do the hardcore world, I would do all the Ender Dragon, shulker boxes, all that shit first before I start the build of the pyramid. If I do a hardcore world, it will definitely be nobody else allowed in it, though. I'll still do it on a server so I can play it on other computers and such, but I'm not gonna set it up to where it's anybody else can come in. Same idea, but this time build it from the bottom up instead of the top down like I did before. I started working on the bottom and started mining everything out, realizing how insane the idea was to work it from the top down. Yeah. This world, there's only two people allowed in this world, and those are my two sons. And I do allow them to build in this world, but not within the footprint of my... I've asked them to. If they come in here just to look around and whatnot, that's fine. They can build in this world, but just stay outside the footprint of the pyramid. And to not do anything within the footprint of the pyramid. So no mining, no nothing like that, just in general. They can kill enemies, but that's about it. Yeah, and then when I'm done with this, I kind of want to, like I said, build all those farms and stuff like that. But when this is all done, the only entrance will be in the door facing east, all the way at the top. The one that I popped out of. Have all those farms in here, then create some mazes. You know, just make it kind of fun. In that regard. And once I get to that point, then I'll probably save the world, make copies of it so people make a copy of it and put that copy online so people can go check it out on their own. Oh, this 35 is not. Keep these torches down to help keep the enemies from spawning. Just a lot easier. I found, for me, I don't know if it's the perfect match, but on the a 10 by 10 grid on flat ground, I found for myself keeps enemies from spawning. 7 by 7 grid will keep enemies from spawning on uneven terrain, but it's a lot harder for me to keep track of. So I do the 10 by 10 on the 10s on X and Z coordinates on that have a they're divisible by 10, and on the ones with that ends in 5, I do 10, 10 every 5. Again, it's just easier for me to keep track of. So I have done the 7x7s before, and that's a lot of torches that are over in this direction. Almost all the way out to the 200s. I kind of start off not right in the corner because it's a lot easier from the air and even on the ground to see where I am. So if I go off to do something else, I can see where I left off at a lot easier. And these shulker boxes have actually, I'm glad I went and got the shulker boxes because having those shulker boxes have really increased the amount of time I can stay out and mine, which is actually increased in a significantly. There's less time going back and forth and more time mining. So I would say I've already made up the time because I only did it a few weeks ago now. That it took me to beat the Ender Dragon and make the shulker boxes in just going back and forth from there alone. Like this whole section here used to have a door here, and about 7 bricks from there, a straight up cliff all the way around. And it just took me about 2.5 sessions fully to get it stair stepped all the way down like that. Though it's actually much further down than it was at that point, but I'm not that far away from it. Over here in this little corner, it was about my original spawn point. I did start building a pyramid there, and that's when and then when I did the ceiling to floor achievement, I think is what they called it. I don't know the exact name of the achievement. That's when I decided I wanted to build from right on 0, and from the top, and from the very top at the very top of the highest build point in the world. My spawn point was probably right around here, give or take. And my first shelter was in here, in this area here, in the middle of that open area. All right. Hi, Lefty. Here, buddy. Let's show you off. Here's Lefty. You can see his little face there, his blaze and his white on his face goes all the way. Doesn't go around. You can look here and see that it's just black on that side, or how all his white on this side, and then he's just black on that side. Oh, still a puppy, Boston Terrier. 40-pound Boston Terrier. I'm trying to get the hashtag hefty lefty going for him. Huh. You're a hefty lefty. I know you just woke up. You need to go pee. Yep. The Ballad of Pistol Pete and Lefty. One side benefit I didn't realize of having this pyramid the way I do is phantoms don't come down. It blocks the phantoms. Once I get outside the footprint of there, I'm sure the phantoms will be coming again. But for now, I haven't ran into any phantoms doing the mining below the pyramid right now. Oh, that was not nice. There's a huge freaking cavern complex below where I spawned at too. I don't have any mods on here. This is all just, for the most part, vanilla Minecraft. Oops. I heard him somewhere. And I'm sure there are faster ways to mine. I've seen some silverfish mining things, the Tower of TNT online and such like that. Just not really in the mood. I do want to make fireworks and learn how to use that to help me get myself around with my wings. That might save me a lot more time too. But as of now, I don't. There's no super incentive to do so. But I'm sure it's going to be very important. Already out again. When I start getting out to the base of the pyramid, it's going to save me a lot of time getting back. Especially getting up top. Some stuff goes. Actually, I forgot about daylight savings. I usually get off around 6 my time. It just dawned on me that it's daylight savings, so I'm used to it being 4:30 around now. So I'm just gonna fill this row up, and I'll be back on tomorrow night. I still have some chores I got to do, and got some things I got to get done, but otherwise, finish up this row. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe not. It's either or. I'm glad to have met you. Glad to have a talk. I appreciate the follow. And we're going to, as my sister would say, TTFN. Ta-ta for now. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.